grab the table and we spin it.
And then just spin it.
So we got drain, central drain you have. But there's nobody here.
He said we could start.
All right. In the Hello. Good morning, everybody. We're going to have a quick presentation on Progress Profile shower system. So, going to wait for a few stragglers to come in, hopefully. So, Progress Profile shower system is based around our panel. We call it Profile panel. Profile panel comes in several thicknesses. We start from a 1/4 inch, we go all the way to 2 inches. Our large panel is a 3x9. Our small panel is a 3x5. This entire panel is built with plastic material. There is no organic product in here. There is no cementitious material on the edge. There is no paper or any other material inside the board. It's strictly plastic. So you have an XPS foam, a waterproofing epoxy on both sides, and 2 layers of waterproofing membrane. The board is extremely rigid, and it's built as a waterproofing panel. So it's not just waterproofing when it's part of an assembly, it's waterproof by itself. The full system, we're going to move back these panels. And we're going to take a look at what our installation looks like with this. I'm going to click through and stop throughout the video so that we can highlight some of the aspects. But if you can please turn on the video. So I'm going to interrupt the video to go through. These are some of the benefits that we're trying to highlight. The fact that it's lightweight, the fact that it has the lowest firm rating in the business, 0.1 firm rating. The panels are available in different thickness from 1/4 inch all the way to 2 inches. Because of the construction of the panel is shower and steam rated from the beginning. You don't need an additional layer. You don't need to do an additional application. The system by itself can be used on a steam rated shower. So for a sauna, a spa, the product is already compliant. The way we build our assembly allows you to flood test it when required in certain area within 2 hours. We have 2 type of drain, one that's metal, stainless steel 316, and the other one is plastic. Both of them come with an included paddleable grate. See to the, and the clicker did not work. There we go. So we're showing here the different panels and the sizes. That's our curve. It's pre-pitched. So our system, the base of the shower is built using wedges. Those wedges are available on a 36 by 36. They are standard wedges. They start at 1/2 inch and they go up to 1 1/4 inch. So there is a 1/4 inch pitch per foot. This is what the wedge looks like. The same wedge can be used on any size shower. There is not a left and a right wedge. There is not a back or front. They're all the same. They start at half an inch and they go to 1.25 inches. We are showing here a scenario where a 3x4 shower center drain was replaced with one of our showers. So we put a wedge on the left, a wedge on the right, and the blue piece is a piece of panel, a standard piece of panel. That's your base, that's your pitch. It takes the place of your dry, pack. So using a shower panel, we cut the hole for the drain, and that's now your shower base. Now it's dry fitting the different components. And in order to get the video short enough, we're only going to show dry fitting it. The next, we're going to see other scenario. The second scenario we have here, the 3x4 shower was next to a linen closet. We're simulating and we're removing the wall and making the shower bigger, and the drain cannot be moved. So we put additional blocks. And is now starting with the construction of the shower base, again with a wedge on the right. Wedge on the left, and the pitch is built into those wedges. The way, again, it's a 1/4 inch per foot. One thing you probably saw on the left side, he added a piece. That's because after 3 feet, you need to make up for the height difference. So there is a filler piece that can be used, whether it's wood or a filler board. Like this one is a 3/4 inch board, same thickness across. The panel are 3x9, so you can fold it and use it in your corner to have one piece in your corner. So you end up with a very sharp corner. That we're showing here how to build your own curb if you want to. Otherwise, we have pre-made full board, full curbs. We made this using a 1/2 inch and 2 inches boards. The different type of drains available: the polypropylene in the front, center drain, the stainless steel 316 available with center and off center. All drain come already with a tileable grate. The way you connect to the drain is using a 2-inch PVC or ABS. So the same drain can connect to either PVC or ABS plumbing without having to order a different drain. So there is never the case that you're going to order the wrong drain, because they can all both be made in PVC or ABS. So you apply a little sealant in the thread, and the conical thread makes it waterproof. So now we're going to see a full installation using thin set and sealant. So he embedded a piece of the board in thin set. And that's the pre-sloped wedge, 36 inch by 30. So using a full wedge for the first piece of the shower. Once you go past the initial 36 inch, you're going to need an additional wedge. And that's where the filler board or a 3/4 inch of plywood or OBS gets used. And that's exactly to make up the 3/4 inch that you came up with your wedge. King set down, same thing to the secondary, you wedge, and you're going to see a constant pitch created using our wedges. So you don't have to have somebody who's an expert with mud, but somebody that can use regular building skills. Using the same wedges, you can also use a center drain by pointing the wedges towards a center point drain. And we have that available. Our booth is next door here. You can see the full assembly with other scenarios. So it's walking on the board, make sure that it's embedded in the thin set. A primary bead goes in. The primary bead, we're going to put a board on top of it to create your waterproofing shower. So the board, you see, in this case, is using a single piece of board, scored in the back, and folded. Tabs and screws. Your washers start obviously above the curb line and they're spaced 12 inches apart. We require bending only on the perimeter base. So your perimeter base will require waterproofing band, but all the other joints between boards will be sealant, board sealant. Screws and washers get covered with sealant as well. We're going to see that later on in the video. That's the perimeter base. We have two different style of bending, and that's what we require. The curbs goes down, same thing, you wrap up with the waterproofing. Now you're going to see the interesting part is how the drain gets installed. It's extremely easy because of the style. It's a connection. You do PVC with it, it doesn't require any other type of mechanical fastening, just straight in with a PVC cement or ABS. Now he's tracing the waterproofing membrane on the panel because he's going to cover that with our sealant. You notice there is no thin set used for waterproofing. It's using strictly sealant, a waterproofing band or waterproofing panel. So it cuts out the waterproofing from the drain, and these are some of the options available for our drain cover. It comes already with a tileable drain. They're building a bench using our panels. Screws and washers get covered with some adhesive, sealant adhesive. It's a board, waterproofing board. No? So, wanted to go over. If anybody has any question, this is the way the cross-section of the assembly is pretty straightforward. You have, if you look starting from the bottom here, now it's actually connected, I forgot. So if you come on the side, you'll be able to see how this is a very extreme case. We use a 6-inch beams to see that you can still fit it in. Because of the way our drains are done, they're extremely shallow. See, there is a thread here, and it doesn't take a lot of room. So that gives you an advantage when you're installing, especially in residential application where you don't have the type of room to allow for the P-trap to move. So another advantage of having, this type of construction is that now you can go further to your vertical point. So let's say your vertical point with a standard product, you can go 10 feet away. With this, you can go further because of the fact that the P-trap is so close to the top of your beam space. We recently modified our center drain. It's stainless steel. Again, with a 2-inch threaded, the type of adapter that we use here is something commercially available. It's a 2-inch, can be ABS or PVC. So the same drain can be used with either one type of plumbing. I mean, it's not uncommon that that an installer would be surprised by the type of plumbing that's available. I mean, even though an area only accepts PVC, you end up with a home that was built at a certain, years before with ABS. So you just buy a different adapter. These are, you can find, we supply them, but you can also buy them at a local plumb store, and they're very inexpensive. The old drain come with a tileable grate, and there are adjusting feet inside the grate, and this allows you to lower it and raise your grate itself to accommodate for different type of tiles. So, if anybody has any question, wants to come and take a look here on the stage for details on the product, please come ahead. You have a question? Go ahead. And that's, you can do it.
Yeah, different tops.
Different tops, and again, you can adjust it. I mean,
They have tileable tops.
this is tileable and stainless steel. You can do either with this one. You can use it as a finish, or you can tile on top of it. So. And we supply it with this one already. This one is usually bought, as an addition. Yeah.